Morning folks, Doug here with Soul Motor Coach in Harrodsburg, Kentucky, coming at you from my new favorite spot. It's been so hot outside, it's actually forced me to come to my house in the evening and get some of these videos and this beautiful sunsets here. This is 3 nights in a row I've had the opportunity to do some videos, and what better way to finish off 3 nights in a row than with an absolutely stunning coach. I can't wait to show this one to you. I think you're gonna like it. Please stick around towards the end of the video where I talk about our process, how we do business, trade-ins, financing, why I like Entegra. I'm gonna talk about that towards the middle of the video, why I love Entegra Coach, why they're the best riding and driving coach on the market. There's some differences between them and some of the other products. And if I fail to talk about anything in the video that you wanna talk about, please jump on our website right down here below, soulmotorcoach.com. Shoot us an email or give us a call. I'll be happy to talk to you about the difference between the Aspire, the Cornerstone, the Anthem. I may not be able to hit everything. I've been getting some grief from some folks about these videos are becoming too long, and I totally understand. I just like to pack as much information in these videos as possible. Stick around with me to the end of this video. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff, but come on, let's go. Let's get a look at it. 2022 model year was a huge year for Entegra. Brand new paint schemes adopted. I do love the rare paint scheme on this one. Again, check out the website. You can see all the still photographs. They also did the push button baggage doors on the bottom here, which I think is awesome and very, very easy to use. I thought they were going to be difficult to use, but they're very simple. One touch of the button. That means they're locked. I need to unlock them. But we also have a backup manual key as well. Ton of standard features that you're going to get on the Aspire, the Anthem, and the Cornerstone, like Aqua Hot standard, heated floors standard. Now heated floors on a Entegra, Aspire, Anthem, and Cornerstone are a little bit different than what you're going to see in heated floors in Newmars and Tiffins. We're going to try to dig into that a little bit. Please forgive me if I forget something to mention something, but you know an Entegra, I said it just a minute ago, you know an Entegra when you see one coming down the road. Those sea lights mean everything. The front and rear sea lights, you know it's an Entegra when you're a mile away. Looking at a 2022 Entegra Aspire 44B, absolutely the most popular floor plan. It's a bath and a half. One thing I love about Entegra is the fact that they're not an a la carte like Newmar, like Tiffin. They're not an a la carte manufacturer, meaning in their luxury line, starting at the Aspire, you're going to have pretty much standard options. You're going to be standard option with 2 Girard awnings, and pretty much everything that you see here today, all the Aspires out there are pretty much going to be option the same. Really, the only things you can change are furniture options, which satellite you want, and a couple, like a couple solar panels you can add, things like that. They're pretty much all the same. So when you're looking from one Aspire or one luxury Entegra to another, you don't have to worry about there being a $50,000 to $100,000 difference in book value from one to another. Option that I love they did with the Aspire is they put the 360 camera system with that bird's eye view in this year. Let's go inside and check it out. Talking about all the options that are in the coach, and we're not going to be able to possibly go over all of them, but we'll be able to hit the highlights here. We have the Excite stereo system where we have the 360 bird's eye view, and I think that's a huge plus. And I love the fact too that you're able to tap into your VegaTouch system where you can lock and unlock the entry door, interior light master, exterior light master. You can turn your generator on and off. You can adjust the house temperature, so if you want those air conditioners to kick on and off, and entry door, and then the night watch, that's all different options that you can check out. I'm pretty sure 2021 was the first year of the, no, maybe 2020 was the first year of the digital dash for Entegra, and it looks like we have 19,709 miles, and don't worry, that's not a check engine there, it went out. That's just a pre-emission setup. I like to see, excuse me, I like to see average miles per year. This coach being a 2022, likely it was on the road in mid to late 2021 or early, let's just say it was on the road January 1st, 2022. It is now 2.5 years old. with 19,000 miles. That's less than 10,000 miles average use per year. It's exactly what I want to see. And somebody has done two things for you on this coach. Foremost, they've taken out all the depreciation. This being a $600,000-$700,000 coach in 2022. By the time you get discounts, you could have probably bought this in 2022 for somewhere in the 400s. Definitely an extreme value being able to buy this coach under 300,000 bucks. I mean, how does it get any better than that? This is luxury at its finest. Bath and a half, great floor plan, great paint scheme on the outside for under 300,000 bucks, folks. Now is the time to buy. Give us a call if you want to talk about financing. Stay tuned to the end of the video. We're going to talk about financing, interest rates, trade-ins, all that kind of stuff. Enough of my face. I'm sure you want to see this beautiful coach. Now, one thing I want to talk about that's massive in this option, in this coach, in this year model, 2022 was the first year for the upgrade to the Villa furniture with the real Italian leather. So keep that in mind. Pre-2022, you had the ultra leather in the Aspire, all real Italian Villa furniture in here. Everything's made by Villa, real Italian leather. That is a game changer in the Aspire. Again, with the heated floors and this floor plan, this coach represents a tremendous amount of value. I really love it. Entegra didn't skimp out. They didn't do anything cheap. You got Samsung TVs. They put the best fireplaces, Korean countertops, and it just keeps getting better. The list keeps going as we get back. I love the accent lighting that they're putting in here, and keep in mind too that all of your lighting is dimmable. I do have the lights dimmed to about 60% right now to help so it's not overly bright, but look at the stonewall gray cabinetry, the wood, the real like wood look tile in here, ceramic tile. Again, all that's heated. And in 2022, I think in 21 they changed these chairs, but I could be wrong. But now you have the chairs that swivel to make it easier to get in and out of. I love those chairs. And again, we have the fireplace, Samsung TV, Bose sound system everywhere you look. Just really good lighting. Entegra knocks it out of the park with their design team for sure. Another huge plus about the furniture options in this, this does pull out and make a sofa bed, so you're going to be able to sleep 4 in here. This table here does pull out. There's 2 more chairs, likely under the bed or under the coach. They're going to be allowed. You're going to be able to sleep 4 people here. But this is a very comfortable sofa, and they did come with the ottomans, and I love the ottomans because they're reversible, and you have a little hard table on the back side, so if you need to set drinks or prop your feet up on the soft side and set drinks on the other side, definitely a big plus. Good job, Entegra. There's multiple levels of lighting. Inside the cabinet lighting, we have under the countertop lighting, under the cabinet lighting. I mean, you have wall sconces and everything considered. And then in 2022, they went to this full opening window here, so you want to get some air. Not only do you have a kitchen window, but Entegra advanced that and made this window where you can open it, and I think that's a huge plus. Have an island that does extend out right here, where it extends your solid surface Korean countertops. Pretty much every Entegra is going to come standard with a dishwasher. You're going to have a induction cooktop, Whirlpool convection microwave oven. Obviously, standard nowadays in a luxury coach is going to be a residential refrigerator, inverter, all that kind of stuff. And look at all the cabinetry and storage that you get in this coach. And when we get over there to that pantry, I think you're really going to like that. And again, there's a reason the 44B is the #1 floor plan. The coach just came in a 2014 Aspire and a 2022 Aspire. I mean, 8 years apart. Both coaches drive amazing. There's really not a tremendous amount of difference. They don't build them any differently than they did way back in the day when they first started. And honestly, although Entegra is company's only, I don't know, let's see, this is 2024. They started, I think their first coach was produced in 2009. Previous to that, they were actually Travel Supreme. And I don't want to get too far in the weeds with you here, but if you want to give me a call, we can talk about what Travel Supreme was. Travel Supreme was an amazing company. They made an amazing coach, and still there are coaches today. An old Travel Supreme Select still garners a very high price, very desirable coaches. And they're really, the Entegra is just a spin-off of that, and they're really the same. They just rebranded and renamed the same coach and made it Entegra coach. I really like the upgrade in name for sure. Continuing on, just past the galley is going to be this massive This is probably the number one reason. I know this is silly, but the number one reason we chose this identical floor plan, we bought a brand new Anthem in 2019, just before I became an RV dealer. And this pantry and this floor plan is really the number one reason. Bath in this is massive. It's huge, probably the largest half bath in the industry. And yes, we're going to talk about this VegaTouch system too here in just a second. The porcelain toilet with the pedal flush. And then we have plenty of more Corian countertops and the same cabinetry that flows through. And the design in here is just really clean, really smooth, and just really well put together. Real wood cabinetry with that stonewall gray color, and drawers, cabinets above, below. Things just loaded with options. And I love the bathroom windows. Something that Entegra does, I think they do better than anybody, is I know this is a silly thing, but the placement of their windows, like that's a perfectly placed window. It's not too low, it's not too high. You're able to see out of it. Any people of multiple heights can be able to see out that window. It's a nice big window with no obstructions. To the next part, we're going to talk a little bit about this VegaTouch system. Now, this VegaTouch system is extremely in-depth, but the heart of the system lies in the homepage, where you can see all your batteries. You can turn on your AquaHot. You can get access. You can see all the temperature of all three of your roof air conditioners. You can see your tank levels right there. Now, don't be alarmed. That is not. It's not full of bad water. These are solutions that we have in the tanks while we're going through the process. We put a solution there to clean the tanks. So that is not 58% full of the black stuff. That is 58% full of a nice cleaning solution, a tank treatment that we do for every coach. But we can do a lot of stuff on this page. We can slip down to this one and see how all of our electric is doing. We can manually operate all of our lights at once, or we can do them individually. And notice the arrow up and down button. Those are the ability to dim the lights. You can push and hold those buttons. Another thing too to note about the dimmable feature is that when you turn the light off and on, it goes back to the last setting that you had. So if you set that light at 50%, you turn it off, turn it back on, it's going to go back to 50%. We can operate our three thermostats here from 3 15K roof airs, turn on and off our AquaHot, operate our floor heat. Then we go down here to slides, where we can operate all of our slides, 4 slide outs, front and rear awning, exterior door awning. And then this screen here is going to be some diagnostics, and we can operate the screen brightness and just do lots of different things. And this, they got a little giddy up here, 33B, that needs to be changed to 44B. We can probably take care of that. Coming to the back here, where of course we have a king size bed. Now this comes with a memory foam mattress, a nice thick memory foam mattress, fills the space up. That is a massive king size bed. I believe that to be a full, your regular size king size bed. We have a window on either side. Of course, we're going to have USB and power, 110 power at each nightstand. I love the fact they were able to get a nightstand on there. That was a deal killer for me if it didn't have a nightstand. I use a sleep apnea machine, so it's very important that I have a nightstand to plug into. We have a ceiling fan above. Just in behind us is going to be a tremendous amount of more storage, and there is storage in behind that television right there. Of course, we're going to have a window, more 110 power there. We're going to have a wardrobe and drawers underneath on each side. Just tons and tons of storage. Let's get back to the back bathroom. All right, 44B, this is what it's all about. The big back bathroom makes a huge difference. And we're going to get in here. First, we have the same floor tile throughout the coach. And as we come in here to the vanity here, we're going to have a single bowl vanity. And I love the fact that, look at the backsplash there. I love the pebble style backsplash that they were doing. In here, we're going to have outlets on either side and a triple mirror here. And then lots of storage and cabinets right next to that. You can see all the screens are in the closet here. Somebody didn't want the view of the screens. They wanted to see out the windows. And we do have a vent in here. And then just plenty of closet space. Lots and lots of hanging inside this closet. Next to the commode is going to be a great place, in my opinion, for a washer and dryer. They're able to tuck that away from everything else. And yes, we have another bathroom window right here. Know what you're thinking before you discount this coach. Please, folks, understand that this is a corner radius shower. I know that's not the norm of what you see in some of the Dutch stars. You're going to see square showers. This is a massive shower. plenty big enough. I'm going to get inside the shower and show you with me in the shower so you can see how big it is. See here now, I don't have my selfie stick on me, so I'm not going to be able to get far away. I'm going to try to do the best I can. I have got plenty of room to move about in here. I got full range of motion. I'm with my hat on, I'm 6 foot tall. As you can see, I can get in and out of the shower. The benefit is, if this was a square shower, it's going to come out here and I'm going to make the turn and come over here. And that just gives you more room to move about the bathroom. It's going to make the bathroom feel much larger. Oh my goodness, it's hot out here, and this has been a long video so far. So thank you for sticking in there this far, folks. This is the part of the video where if you're really not interested in buying this coach or doing business with Soul Motor Coach, you might get a little bit bored of what I'm getting ready to the things I'm getting ready to say next. If you're in the market for a luxury diesel pusher like what you're seeing here, pay attention to the next two things I'm going to talk to you about. I think it could save you some time, energy, and money. At least I hope it can save you some time, energy, and money. Folks, we're a small boutique style dealership, and we literally can't sell everybody a coach. So we limit the number of transactions that we do so we can focus on quality transactions and creating relationships, all that kind of stuff. So pay attention to the next two things. If you're just here to look at a pretty coach, thank you for sticking in there. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, share this, jump on Facebook. You just click the share button. It's the forward arrow button. Click the share button. Click it over on Facebook, Instagram, whatever you have, TikTok, whatever you want to share it to. Share it so other people can see this video. It helps us a tremendous amount, more than you can even imagine. We certainly appreciate it. Hey, I'm sitting back here. I'm relaxed a little bit, and I want to talk to you about a couple of things. Very important. First and foremost, if you're in the market for a coach like this and you're looking at a coach like this that another dealer or an individual has it, and something just isn't clicking, something doesn't seem right with either the seller or the coach, folks, I highly implore you to get an inspection. Get an inspection from a qualified inspector, somebody who understands the product that you're asking them to inspect. Don't get a travel trailer guy who's only ever done travel trailers to inspect a Class A, or don't get somebody that only understands Class A gas units and doesn't really understand luxury diesels. Make sure you ask that inspector, check the reviews of that inspector. But the moral of the story is to get an inspection, get a third party or even an RV technician to come look at it. Make sure that you know what you're buying. If you feel uncomfortable, it's important to trust the seller in any transaction that you're doing. That leads me into the part I want to talk about, our inspections. Every coach that I buy goes through 3 inspections. It's very important we do 3 inspections in every coach. We do what's called a pre-purchase inspection. Essentially, all we're doing is we're sending an inspector out to make sure that we know what we're buying. We're doing our due diligence, folks. We're going to make sure that the coach is what we want to represent here at Soul Motor Coach, that it's clean, it's nice, it's not full of dog hair, it doesn't stink, it says have water leaks and check engine lights, and just a few. There's a list of things that we check for. The second inspection happens the moment we complete the financial transaction with the seller. We're going to send a driver to pick the coach up, and that's essentially where the second inspection happens. Sometimes these coaches come thousands of miles to get here, 2,000-3,000 miles to get here, and that's really a great time to start that second inspection, because if you're going to have problems on the road, they're going to happen in 700, 800, 10,000 miles, 1,500 miles, whatever that is. They're going to rear their ugly head during a long road trip. So our second inspection continues when the coach arrives here at Soul Motor Coach. We're going to put technicians in the coach to make sure that everything is up to snuff. Mainly, we just want to make sure we don't have to order any parts, and we don't want there to be a delay when you decide that this is the right coach for you. And when you do decide that this is the right coach for you, you're ready to put some money on the line. We take a non-refundable partial payment to get started on the coach. We're going to put it through our PDI, otherwise known as a pre-delivery inspection. That's the most in-depth inspection. That's where I put 2 or 3 guys in the coach to go through it. It takes 1 to 2 weeks solidly to get it through PDI, detail, service. We're going to go through and check and touch every system in the coach, from the ice maker to the cooktop. We're going to cook something in the microwave. We're going to turn the fireplace on, operate all the televisions. Anything and everything that can be operated, we're going to operate it and make sure that it's all working perfectly for you when you come pick it up. And that's huge. We service everything, folks, from the aquat to the engine, the generator. We get on the roof and do a power wash and a roof treatment. tank treatments, as we talked about before. We do tank treatments. We do full interior and exterior detailing, getting this coach ready for you. Most importantly, when you're ready to come pick up the coach, and we call this delivery day, we want you to understand that it's important that you come plan to spend at least 1 to 2 days to stay in the coach with us when you're here picking it up. A lot for at least, really and truthfully, if this is your first luxury diesel pusher, at least a lot for 2 days to spend with us so we can get you familiar with all the systems, how everything works. That also allows you to touch every button, use every system, and if you find something that's not working, or a door that needs adjustment, or the ice maker's not making ice, or whatever the situation is, that allows us to correct that problem before you leave here, folks. We do not want you to leave. We want you to have this many issues when it's time for you to leave our property. We want you to be completely satisfied, 100% happy. Be into the second thing I want to talk to you about. And this is very, very important. Even if you don't buy a coach from me, if you're looking at a coach like this at another dealer and you want to know what you're getting with that dealer besides the coach, you looked at the coach, you're happy with the coach, you're ready to put money on it, but what's going to happen during the pre-DI process, what's going to happen during the sale, you need to check Google. There's one thing a dealer can't do. They cannot hide from Google, whether they're doing good business or bad business. Google, people are going to go on Google. They're going to tell on them. I want you to jump on Google and type in Sewell Motor Coach, see what other people are saying about Sewell Motor Coach. I think it's highly important. Financing. Let's talk a little bit about financing. We absolutely have financing for this coach. No problem whatsoever. This is a late model coach. It's priced at wholesale book value or below wholesale book value. Banks are going to want to do business on this coach, so we can get this done, no problem. Rates, right? I hate to quote rates, but right now we're seeing a half or even 3/4 or a full percentage point lower right now than we've seen in the last 6 months to a year. So if you're interested in doing some financing, definitely give us a call. I'm not going to quote rates on the video because it always comes back to bite me. Doug, you said we could get the such and such rate, and well, rates change constantly. So give us a call. But right now, today, we're seeing rates that are about a half to a full point lower than they've been in the last 6 months to a year. And that's a huge plus for folks. The prices are down. Interest rates are down. Now is the time to buy. We love trade-ins, folks. Absolutely 100%. We love trade-ins. We'll trade for anything. Keep in mind, we are Sewell Motor Coach. We are not a travel trailer dealer or a fifth wheel dealer. Now, that doesn't mean I won't trade for your fifth wheel or your travel trailer. Essentially, all I'm going to do is call two or three wholesalers and get you the very best bid. What number they tell me is the number I'm going to give you for the trade-in. So I hope that helps. Hope all that works out. But anything motorized, I'm going to want to put a bid on that. And definitely we're going to try to give you the best number that we can. We love trade-ins. We're openly transparent. Also, huge point here I want to make, folks. I get this a lot. First phone call I get is, what's your bottom dollar? I learned a long time ago to put my best price forward. I hate the negotiation part when it comes to these deals. So we decided from day one, we are a one price dealer. You never have to worry about negotiating with us. Our best price is our first price, and our first price is our last price. Thank you for sticking in there to the end of this one. I had a ton of fun doing this. This coach brings back a lot of memories when we had our Entegra Anthem. We absolutely loved it. Great coach. I think you'll be very pleased with the condition of this one. I didn't get a chance to show you the little boo-boo on the back because it got dark on me real quick, but there's a little tiny boo-boo on the back that we're going to fix, no problem. Outside of that, the coach is in fantastic condition. Have a wonderful and blessed night, and I hope to talk with you soon.